Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the week of September 11th to the 17th, 2023. First card out for you is the Moon in reversed from the Tarot Major Arcana deck. And I am actually seeing quite a bit of past fears that you may have had in love or in business, career, or just in your life in general coming back in. You know, it kind of gives me that energy of like, say if you got out of a really bad breakup and you're single and you're just living your best life, totally happy, thriving, and then you meet someone new and you think you're over your past and totally over your ex, and you might as well you might well be over the past. However, once you start opening your heart up again to that love, it may trigger a lot of old fears and insecurities. And Spirit's saying like, you do not need to be perfectly healed to be in a relationship. And I feel like there's a lot of love coming through with this card. And you know what, the moon is your planet, as they call it in astrology. The moon rules over your sign and is really close to you, Cancer, and she's coming through as a strong spirit guide saying like, it is okay for you to not be perfectly healed. It is okay for these old fears to come back up, to be worked through. Like, you don't need to put off your blessings because there's still some more work for you to do. And I feel like that's a message you need to hear here. And this could apply in any area of your life. Like, some of you may be using something that you need more of as an excuse to not get a blessing. For example, I did this for the longest time. I was really craving friendships a few years back, and I kept telling myself, like, I can't get any friends until I get a car. Like, I can't, how am I going to meet up with them? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? And Spirit's saying, like, do not hold beliefs like that. Or if you say, like, I still have so much healing to do, like, I couldn't possibly have a relationship when there's someone really great who wants to be in a relationship with you. Spirit's saying, why not? You can heal through this relationship. You can heal and be in love at the same time. There's nothing stopping you. Okay, so we see some of that energy this week. We have the rune called Weird coming up. It's the blank rune, nothing on it. And I swear this rune has been coming out every time we do runes in your weekly readings. I swear you keep getting this one. And this is the rune of creating your own fate and destiny, first and foremost. Like, a lot of events will unfold this week that feel very out of your control, feel very fated. Whenever weird comes up, it just gives me this feeling of like unexpected communication or turn of events. Again, I don't know why I always show it like there's something to look at. Unexpected turns of events coming through, and you can react to these turns of events, these opportunities, however you want. So there is an element of free will here. Spirit is saying, we will be giving you some opportunities this week. You will be receiving some communication, some news, some events, invitations that come through. Whether or not you accept them and what you do with them, that's up to you. We're co-creating here. I'm offering you this opportunity, this collab. You can take it if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. So from the Moonology deck, you have Waning Moon. What do you need to release? I feel, Cancer, there's a lot of stuff in your life going on right now and a lot of energy taking place. And I feel like this might have been a question. This might be a question that you ask yourself. What should I release? What should I let go of in order to make more room for what is trying to come in? And, at the time that I'm filming this, it is a waning moon. When is the new moon? I believe it should be this week, right? Hold on, now I gotta look this up. But yeah, you're being asked, like, what can you let go of in order to make more room in your life for new energies to come through? Let's see, new moon in September 2023. It will be happening on Thursday, September 14th. So yeah, this month, or this week, we have the new moon in Virgo, correct? Is it Virgo? Yeah, we're in Virgo season, right? New moon in Virgo, yep, September 2023. And you know what? Virgo energy and this new moon in Virgo, it's all about being very well organized and clear-minded about where you're putting your time, your energy, your resources. And there may be themes coming up for you around this time of not wanting to give too much of your time, energy, and self away to people and situations that are not really serving you. And there may be some boundaries that you need to put in place there. You might have always viewed yourself as a super reliable individual who's always there when people ask you, but that same trait may get you into trouble sometimes, because then at the end of the day, there's no time left over to just do the things you want to do. Like, when is the last time you drew, if you like drawing, or painted, or read a book, or played a video game? Like, the things that you like doing, when was the last time you actually did them? You may be filling your schedule up, taking care of others, and there may be a simplification process that needs to take place here. And that simplification process may be hard for some of you, because there's so many beautiful people and opportunities in your life right now. It's like kind of hard to choose, like, which one do I pick? It's almost like you're a kid at this huge candy store and there's so many good options, you just don't know which one to focus on. Or it could be like the ideas in your own head. There's so many good ideas, so many paths I want to take. Which one do I focus on? And Spirit's saying, just pick one that your gut is going with, that your intuition's going with, and you can explore that. And even if it isn't for you, there's a chance that you can always go back and explore the other option more seriously. You know what I'm actually thinking of? This might be an awful example, but the last season of Love is Blind on Netflix, I forget their names, but there's this dude who proposed to this one girl who was just awful to him during the show. And he literally like broke up with her and then went back and proposed to another girl that he was talking to in the pods. And I believe they're in like a super happy relationship now, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what? Like, at the time I was like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? But it worked out for him, like he just picked an option, he explored it, he realized, okay, maybe that wasn't for me, and he went back and picked the better option from the beginning. So that could be a story that takes place this week. Some of you guys may be, especially if you're dating, you may be realizing that one person wasn't really, all they cracked up to be, and so you may kind of explore your other options and realize like, oh, this other person who was lightly talking to me, flirting with me, actually is really giving, really cool, really trusting. So I don't know, I am seeing something like that. Or it could take place for most of you with like ideas in your head, exploring an idea, being like, I don't know if I want to do this, going back to another idea that you had. 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 this month from the Wildwood Tarot, or this week. Why do I keep saying month? First card out is the Queen of Bows. Ooh, getting into your leadership abilities this week, feeling very organized. I see you making a lot of decisions, okay? I'm seeing specifically decisions when it comes to initiating social gatherings or hangout sessions. Like, you may be taking on a more masculine energy this week, a leadership energy this week, and being the one to be like, hey, I want to do this, would you like to join me? So you may be inviting people out or organizing some sort of party, some sort of get together, and that's really great. I love that for you. We're also seeing good career energy here as well, really taking the initiative in work and projects that you may be working on. This is going to be a really good week for you to take on any projects that you have that's been floating in your mind for a while. Like, for example, I've been meaning to paint my downstairs for so long now, and I really do think that this is the week that I'm going to actually start doing it and doing some of these home improvement projects. So whatever ideas are floating around in your head, this is the week to do it. This is the time for you to stop procrastinating and actually start getting a move on here. I really feel that strongly for you, because I just feel like you're sick of constantly focusing on other people. Like, you really are craving that time to yourself to really just like do your own thing. And you know what? For some of you, it may help to actually like schedule your me time into your calendar. Like, okay, on Tuesday, I'm painting my downstairs. Okay, I can't hang out with you. I'm busy. I got a project going on. On, Friday, I am going to read my books. I have a hot date with my sofa and a warm cup of tea. I'm busy. I can't. I'm sorry. Second card out for you, 7 of Arrows, insecurity. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. When you don't have your alone time to really focus on you, it can truly make you feel drained, insecure, just not your most confident self. It's when you have that time to really focus on what you want to do, you feel so good. For example, if I have a week where like I can't really film for YouTube and I can't read my book and I can't draw or practice language learning, like I just feel out of sorts. I feel like down on myself. I feel, I don't know, like insecure almost. Like other people are so much prettier and more blah. Like, I don't think like that. I'm not an insecure person. However, if I don't nurture myself and my needs, I can feel myself kind of sinking into that feeling. So it's just so important for you to spend time alone and do the things that you want to do. And even if you are spending time with others, you know, take the initiative, take that leadership position and say, hey, I want to do this. Would you like to join me? People love not having to think. People love not having to plan. It's so nice to have someone else plan things, you know? So don't be afraid of taking that leadership position and planning things out in your social group or your family. Third card out is the Six of Vessels in reversed, reunion. Okay. You know, I feel like there is someone who is having a hard time letting you go. I'm being honest here. All right. It feels like an ex or someone from your past just kind of, I don't know, it's not even like they're trying to reconcile or come back as hard as they might have been in your life in the past, but it's like their energy just kind of lingers and it's like kind of weird for you. And I just feel like it makes you not resentful, but like you're just like, there's just, Cancer, I think you're too good for your own good. It just feels like there's so many obligations, so many people, so many inputs of information into your brain, and you're just craving that simplicity, that time on your own. So I don't know, this kind of complicates matters. This person who energetically like keeps trying to initiate conversation and it's like either come or go. You know, it's kind of like that anxiety you get when you're like sitting in a room and someone like is just like standing up and like lingering in the doorway. It's like, will you either come in and sit down or go away? Like, you're giving me anxiety. Like, do any of you guys feel that way? I'm like that. Like, if I'm sitting down and there's like a group and everyone's cozy and one person's just like kind of pacing in the doorway, like rocking back and forth, I'm like, sit the heck down. Gosh. All right. Or you know what else gives me weird anxiety? When someone says that they have to use the bathroom, like they have to go pee, and then they don't. I'm like, when are you gonna go pee, man? Your bladder is full. I don't know why that just came up. Fourth card out, second row is balance. Okay, there's that number 14. Number 14, the 14th of this week is going to be very significant. The new moon in Virgo is going to be extremely relevant and significant for you this week. Yeah, and you literally have the moon card as well. And the days leading up, so the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th, I feel like those are days where you're really being asked to let go or simplify. So it might be a good time to just like do any type of cleansing, clearing things away, you know, getting rid of old clothes, or even like having a conversation with someone like, look, I'm not interested in you, you know, whatever you need to clear out of your life, or even cleaning out your car, whatever. 11th, 12th, 13th, they feel like good days to do that. On the 14th, we see that peace that you've been craving being restored. So that's going to be a really good day for you to kind of like finally catch up on your alone time. Center of your spread is 10 of Stones in reversed home. Yeah, I just feel this out of sorts energy, needing to spend more time by yourself. It's coming out again and again in your reading. Sixth card out is the Forest Lovers. Okay. Strong relationship energy in your reading. I really do feel like someone's trying to come back into your life. This may have been someone who you had a falling out with. So many different people are coming to mind here. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be an ex, you know. I do feel someone kind of missing on your energy. It feels like they're the reason why you're so distant from each other. Like they may have had like a strong ego in the past and not really, like really overstepped your boundaries, okay? For example, like if this is a mother and they like constantly have opinions about your life and disrespect your boundaries, it's like, of course you're going to create some emotional distance there. Like, I'm a grown adult, like mind your business. And that person, that mother may be coming back in like, why don't we hang out? Why don't you call me more? Like, we should meet up this week. Something like that. And you're just like, I mean, sure, I'll do it. Like, I'm getting this sense of attachment here where it's like you don't want to let this person go. But at the same time, you're just like, like, yeah, I noticed how you treated me in the past. We're not going to have a repeat of that, so don't get your hopes up. It's that type of energy, though. It's like they're still connected to you, still in your life, and they're trying to get closer to you again, trying to build something back up with you, but it's like, okay. Final row out, 7th card, we have the Journey in reversed. Yeah, some things just need to be released from your life. Like, let go. And you feel it so deeply. I just feel like you're struggling right now to determine what you should prioritize and what you should let go of. It feels like your plate is a little bit too full and you're craving that alone time. And it's like, what can I give up? How can I simplify my life in order to make room for me again? 8th card out, 5 of arrows in reversed, frustration. Yeah, this is how you feel when you don't have that time to yourself. You're feeling frustrated, a little bit more irritable when things go wrong. Like if you're stuck in traffic, you're like, oh my God, like your blood pressure feels like a little bit higher when you don't have your alone time, honestly. Like if you're constantly like taking care of the kids, going to work, talking to all your annoying coworkers, coming home immediately, like having everyone call you up, like pulling on your energy from so many different directions. And then you have like your own personal projects that you feel obligated to do. It even makes your own things that you enjoy doing less fun, because you just feel this sense of obligation and guilt, like I haven't done it in so long. I just hate that space for you, and Spirit's trying to guide you at this time this week to a more simplified place in your life where you have the space to create and actually enjoy it like you used to do. So yeah, we are seeing that. Final card out for you is the Great Bear, and we see here a polar bear protecting a cave that leads into what is the underworld, it seems. And we have 2 trees on either side, and we have the northern lights in the background. And I don't know why, I'm just getting from this card like you protecting your space, your time, your money, your energy, and taking that more seriously. You know, I feel like that's the overall theme that this week is offering you. Like, you're gonna let people into your home, into your heart, into your schedule, but you're being very selective this week, starting this week, about who gets to come into your life and how much time and energy they get. And you may be establishing more boundaries around that. Like, for example, if you're not totally financially well off right now, you know, maybe in the past you gave very generous gifts every party, every event, and now you're like, you know what, I really got to start taking care of me. Like, I understand now. Growing up, I had a huge family. I had so many aunts. And, you know, I had some aunts and uncles who used to gift like these really awesome, extravagant gifts. And then I'm like, well, why is this other aunt like giving me a $5 bill? Or like giving me like a Dollar Tree item? I get it now. I fully understand now. You know, the fact that they gave anything was meaningful and great. But, you know, don't give more than you need to. I mean, I was a kid back then. I didn't really care. Like, they're my aunt at the end of the day. They could have gotten me nothing. And it would have been fine. I had aunts and uncles that got me nothing. And I still enjoyed their presence. I still enjoyed them. You don't have to overdo everything that you give. So, I don't know. Maybe you need to hear that. I don't know if there's like a birthday this week and you're trying to get a gift for that. But the message here is like, don't overdo it if you can't overdo it, you know? Like, be very selective about who gets your time, energy, resources, because this frustration and insecurity is just going to keep building if you keep neglecting your alone time. So there you have it, guys. Enjoy your week ahead. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my Goddess Energy Intention Oil there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there. Like this video, comment all your feelings, all your thoughts down below, and subscribe if you have not already. Bye-bye.